Alright, so another tricep exercise. Dumbbell close grip press, the weights together, right? We're not going to take it all the way down to the chest. You're going to also hit your chest a little bit on this exercise, but we're going to try to really focus on the tricep. Elbows tucked in tight. We are not going all the way down to the chest, maybe like 3 to 4 inches off the chest and driving to the top, right? Controlling the movement, right? So that's close grip press. We're going to utilize this exercise for tricep exercise. Control that movement. Exhale going up, inhale coming down. Again, if the goal is strength, right? Building lean muscle, putting on some mass, we're gonna go 6 to 12 repetitions. High repetitions if you just focus on endurance, and you can kind of lower the weight as well. So this is dips. If all you have is dumbbells, you don't have a machine for dips, you can do dips on a bench. There's other triceps exercises you can do as well, which I'll post in the video. But this you can do single leg or both legs on the ground. This depends on your fitness level. So video purpose, I'm gonna go with both legs on the ground, focus on form, right? So my arm is gonna be about on the side of my glutes, right? My lower back is gonna be close to the bench, right? My torso is gonna try to be as upright as possible. And we're gonna go, my shoulder and my elbow is gonna be parallel, right? So when I go down, it's gonna be right there and drive up. Control the movement. Again, if it's easy, obviously we can slow down the tempo like I'm doing right there. Just really focus on that muscle. Right, you can go single leg if you desire. Or some people put a plate on their leg as well to make the movement a little bit more difficult. So that's dips for your tries. So dips by that. So we got dips. You can do dips on the bar, or if you don't have bars, you can just do it on a bench, right? I'm gonna post 2 of them there, so you have a choice of on the bar or on the bench, right? All right. Control the movement. Shoulder's gonna be lined up with elbows, so that's as far as I can go. I go down. You can stop right at 2. It's all about comfortability, and if you're tight, don't go as far down. But if you feel good, shoulder line up with elbow and drive up. Parallel to your elbow and shoulders. Again, controlling, inhale, exhale. Okay, so this one is the overhead tricep extension. You can sit, support your back. If you have a shoulder press bench at home that supports your back, or you just keep your abdomen nice and tight, which will support your back as well, right? So I'm not gonna put the bench up on this one just because this is high and the dumbbell would hit the bench. So I'll sit or stand. I'm gonna sit right now, video purpose, right? Elbows tight, as tight as you can anyway, and drive to the sky, right? If you have a mirror, beautiful, because sometimes our elbows flare out. You just want to try to keep it, bring it back in as best as you can, right? So this is usually not my first exercise. I usually try to warm my triceps up first before I do either skull crushers or tricep extensions. So maybe dips will warm your triceps up first. Control the movement, right? Not locking up top, slightly bend, and bringing it down nice and slow. The tricep is the skull crushers, right? Some call it tricep extension, but depends on your generation. But we call it skull crushers, right? So legs up or down, it doesn't matter, right? Shoulder, elbow, wrist line up, right? You're just gonna bend your elbows, keep your elbows tight, and drive up. So bend the elbows nice and controlled. Make sure your tries are warmed up first before you perform in this exercise. Controlling the weight, squeezing up top. So that's the dumbbell skull crusher, right? Great exercise for your triceps. You have three different parts of your tris: the long head, the middle head, and the short head. So you want to try to focus on working all of those heads. Hammer curls, right? Good exercise for your buys, right? Elbows want to be pointed straight down, maybe a slight angle, but not excessive, right? Abs nice and tight, exhale going up, squeezing your buys and bringing the weight down nice and slow. Give me a full stretch, lengthen the muscle, and then contract it. Focus on form over everything. Don't focus on getting the heaviest weight and do it in proper form. Focus on your form, 6 to 12 repetitions. Really great form. Don't swing. If there's a slight movement on your upper extremity, your torso, that's fine, but don't do all the movement, big swings, right? Control as much as you can. So that's the hammer curls. If you have a dumbbell, you can get at least 3 exercises done for biceps, right? One would be the regular curls, hammer curls, and preacher curl is the third one. Sometimes people find it difficult to do, but if you find it difficult, choose a lighter weight, right? So I'm gonna put my right leg back, my right arm is gonna do the curling, right? So shoulder, elbow, wrist, straight line, stretch your buys, and come up and squeeze. Stretch and squeeze. Old school style, we used to put our arms in the back, right? But now you can put your arms wherever you want, right? As the weight tends to get heavy, you'll see people start bending their arms going down like this and coming up, right? But your goal is to try to keep your shoulder, your elbow, your wrist in a straight line. Stretch those and come up. Exhale, inhale going down, up, right? So that's single arm preacher.